Hey family, can y'all hear me? So today's a sick day for me, so I'm gonna I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit. I can answer some questions, but I'm not feeling good today. I think I'm gonna be okay. I think allergies and a little bit of a cold. I'm not worried about COVID too much right now, but I'm not feeling too good. So I'm gonna just do maybe a 10-minute AMA. Ask me anything, and ask me anything, and I'll try to answer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay. Uh, uh, how many millimeters? I think it's like the biggest one. It's you know how they do in Texas, everything big. So whatever the biggest one is, that's it. So we're live. In case you just joining, it's a sick day for me. So I'm trying to rest and get my fluids on today. Not feeling I'm not feeling like sick, but I'm trying to rest today. And I don't have that much of a voice either today. So I'm gonna ask me any questions, uh, and I can. I've been doing my vitamins, all that stuff. I'm good. I think this is just a day. I took the day off work. I'm gonna take the day off on streaming. So I had to check in her to get with the fam. All right. So I got some questions coming in. Let's see if I can answer them. All right. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. For someone who has no prior IT experience, is it necessary to get a career started? Help desk. So I think that personally, I think whatever you don't necessarily have to have IT skills to get in security. Uh, Help desk role is definitely good, but there's all kind of jobs in cybersecurity. There's sales jobs, marketing jobs, and in any of those jobs, if you can get to something adjacent to cybersecurity, you're probably going to be okay. I've heard the common starting point. Help desk is definitely a starting point to get into to security or tech, but the people that make the most money in technology are salespeople. So if you can sell something, I would try to get with a cybersecurity company and try to sell. Understand, start learning cybersecurity, but salespeople, man, these guys get paid 200, 300, $400,000 a year, and you're not gonna get that kind of money. Well, I mean, if you're like really top engineer, like far as coding goes, you can get that kind of money in Silicon Valley, 200, 300, whatever. But if you're probably best something adjacent to what you do, like take what you do and apply it to security or technology, and you'll be fine. Um, yeah. So somebody's saying like, how do you prepare a resume? Put in your resume. What I would say is there's like a section on a resume called skills and knowledge or something like that, and I would stuff all my keywords in there. and keywords being the stuff that you know and the stuff that people are searching for. Um, Help desk is definitely a good place to start. Um, but once you get into help desk, you want to be 6 months in help desk, and then you want to roll to something else. Nothing matter with help desk. When I was in the Navy, I was at the Navy version of the help desk. My first my first duty station. Um, yeah, so definitely some of the I would like. I'm telling y'all right now, if I could do it, if I knew what I know now, I would have tried to be a sales engineer or a salesperson. If I knew what I knew now, like 100%. Like that's where the loot at. At the end of the day, you gotta have money to help people out and help your family out and help other people out. The only reason I want to make a lot of money is so I can be a blessing to people. So I mean, if I'm doing a little bit of something now. When I'm a billionaire, it's gonna be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be stupid. So watch out for when Marcus is a billionaire. It's gonna be a trip because I'm gonna be handing out lessons left and right. I need to download the videos and put them on YouTube. Someone who's not only previous IT experience. Um, Loading Lincoln. If like what I would do is I would again try to find the closest thing to what your skill set is. If you have IT skills related to networking, you want to do network security. If you're a system administrator and you understand systems well, you want to get into something related to getting into those systems, like far as securing the systems go. So I say like whatever you're good at, like maximize it for security. Like, and I hope that makes sense. So basically, if you're in IT, you know how to code, you might want to get into security related to code. If you build web app stuff, right? If you're building web applications, what you should do is you should focus on testing web apps. So that way you're not starting over from new. Too many people start over from new. I think help desk is starting over from new, by the way. So personally, yeah, leave no doubt if you want to get into Cisco and do sales engineering, bro. That's where it's at. You have to learn how to sell too. But like, I've had, I've mentored salespeople. I've mentored sales engineers. I've got them people like that jobs. Yeah, Charles Cabbage. I'm a blessing now, man. But like I said, some things you need money to do, and so that's why I got to be a billionaire. I need money to do certain things. I'm trying to help where, so like I said, I'm helping where I'm at. Just like whatever security job you want to find something that's adjacent to that. The book's doing good. The book's doing real dang good. Oh, my bad. Books on how to sell. Oh man, what's my favorite book on the sell? Damn. I'm gonna have to Google. I got a million. Let me actually look up in the. I got so many dang books. So behind me, there's business books, and I know some people want to be entrepreneurs. But let me look at my favorite sales book. Let me just look at my library real quick. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but it's the most valuable sales books. Sales books. And I've read a lot of damn sales books, to tell you that. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Oh man. Hold on a second. It's coming close. All right, so the best negotiation book, because a lot of y'all need to negotiate salaries. The best negotiation book is called Never Split the Difference. Get that book. Never Split the Difference. An amazing book. Hold on a second. Because if you want to negotiate, yeah, Chris Voss is that's the guy. I'm into some. I usually do sales books. All right, so it's this book called It's more of a sales book. Dang it, what is it? I don't know. Let me get back to you on the sales book. I'll get back to you on this class, cause I can't find it easily. So a couple people know here trying to do products. All right, so basically you have to know how to sell and you know how to talk in technical. You have to be able to talk technically. Dang it, I can't find my sales book that I was gonna recommend, and I forgot the name of it. But I don't know where that damn book's at. I know I'm super close. So my secret is also I do Audible. I listen to audiobooks. Let me just search for sales. It dang. So one of my favorite dudes I like I really like is this guy named Jeffrey Gitomer. But I can't find a dang book that I really really like. Dang it, I can't find it. So I'm not gonna. I'll tell you the best business book I read though. There's a couple of them, but there's this book called Principles by Ray Dalio. That's my favorite business book ever. Um, Bambi's nuts. Um, so there's Never Split the Difference is a really awesome book. You can use that book. So what qualifications do you need to be a sales engineer? So one of my sales engineers that I mentored, and this guy's making really good money. He's working for CrowdStrike. He's killing it. So what in the Nike store, and you never know you're gonna meet really good talent. This guy knew everything about every shoe. He knew everything about running. He knew everything related to that thing. And so basically, in sales and sales engineering, you have to be able to adapt solutions to whatever the client wants. Like so the shoe salesman thing is like, I'm a runner. This is what kind of shoe I need. And so sales engineering is you have to know technology well enough to kind of like pitch the product and tell how the product is gonna work to help them out. And you get commission and all that stuff, and uh, that's where normal tech people don't get commission and all that stuff. And sales is not a. Sometimes people think of sales and it's a dirty word. But I think it sales like that sucks and blah blah blah. If you're just joining, I'm under the weather today. I'm just answering a couple of questions and talking real quick, and then I'm gonna head in for the night. So being sales, you got to be able to help people out. It's that simple. Helping people out. That's it. The best marketing book that I've ever read is a book called Crossing the Chasm. That's the best one. Yeah, was talking to an SC, and that so SCs can make a lot of money. And sometimes they don't have any cap. You got to get a job with not a cap and commission too. Crossing the Chasm, CH. That's it right there. That's an amazing book on marketing. If y'all trying to make products, check that book out because that book talks about um, solutions. I want to do a name course on building companies. I know a couple of y'all in here are doing products and making your own stuff. Some of y'all may consult. But I learned a lot about business too. Um, yeah, Jeffrey Gitomer does a lot of coaching and all that stuff. So the sales book that I really like, and I can't remember. I wish I had one of my sales guys near me right now. They would tell me. I used to just make my guys read all the time. So there's two books, well, a couple of books that are really good. I'll give you a couple of books on sales. So one is called New Sales Simplified. It's a really good book. New Sales Simplified. If you want sales, sales is man, sales is where the money is. I mostly sell other people's stuff. I need to get creative. Well, so quarantine startup. That's funny. Yeah, that book right there. That and any book by Michael Weinberg. That guy is a beast. Mike Weinberg is a beast. If you're trying to get customers, it's a book called Fanatical Prospecting. Fanatical Prospecting. That's a good book on getting people and if you have to call whatever, it's really good. Um, yeah. So the big thing about that book, the book called Crossing the Chasm, because a lot of people, if you're trying to make a product, a lot of people try to build something that's brand new, it's never existed before. Well, that book tells you don't do that. It says there's this thing called um, continuous innovation, and discontiguous. Continuous innovation is you build something that improves on something that exists and people have budget for. So don't go out there building stuff that doesn't exist. Take a take a product and improve on that product and then sell it. All right. Do speaking engagements pay well? It depends on your brand and your name and all that stuff. Some people make a lot of money on speaking engagements. Um, I don't. I'm not one of those people. Maybe one day I can get paid to speak. I've got I've got trips paid for. I've got all that stuff. Somebody's asking, how do you get into NSA or so how do you get into NSA? Uh, the NSA posts jobs all the time. You can apply directly to NSA. Um, NSA, just be a beast. Just be a beast at what you do. They NSA do like degrees, but just be a so NSA release they're releasing tools. They released this thing called um, Ghidra, and Ghidra is a reverse engineering tool. It's free. They released it, go look at that and see if you can reverse engineer software. So finding what you're good at, sometimes you just got to keep on experimenting until you find out what you're really good at. Sometimes. Is there a program you wish existed? I think man, what do I wish existed? I wish there was a program to make me. What we're doing tonight? I'm sick, Granddad Freeman. So we'll be starting back. We're going to be continuing with the regularly scheduled program Thursday night. I just got on here to tell people I'm sick and I'm going to go. I wish there was a program to force me to exercise and eat right. So to force me so I couldn't have any other doubt. All right, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I appreciate y'all. I will talk to y'all Thursday. I'll be real snappy and ready to go. Yeah, so my deal is just be a beast and learn as much as y'all can. And Steve Martin, there's a book called Be So Good They Can't Ignore You. So Good They Can't Ignore You. I think check out that book. All right, y'all take care, and I'm out. I'll see y'all Thursday.